Buck, what's up, big bro?
I'm good. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm blessed. What's
Man,
up with you, man?
I'm good.
Look good. Always. You know it. What's happening?
Sheik, we came at the same time. Sheik, we're the same age. We came at the same time, man. Sheik, man, this
Yeah.
beast mode, man. Talking about this beast mode. We're gonna get this out of the
Yeah.
way. We're gonna talk about that.
So,
Then we're gonna
so
talk about everything else.
absolutely. The Beast Mode, man, is a series of mixtapes I do, man. Called Beast Mode, and I'm on volume 4 right now, and it's this killing the streets right now. Uh, It got like my man, my big bro Ghostface on it. Of course, the Locks. I mean, MOP. I got my man Fame, Oxford. I mean, you name it, dog. Benny the Butcher. It's incredible. Yeah,
You
it's a
you
dope mixtape.
you managed to reach back, not reach back, but actually come up to today and catch some of these young cats and put them on there too. And
Absolutely. My ear is open. I'm paying attention.
you're
Yeah,
watching it, right? You have to.
absolutely. I'm paying attention. Yeah.
I went to a show in New York City where Casanova was there, and then you guys showed him. You guys, the building went crazy when you guys jumped on the stage with Casanova, and I'm like, I like the way it's
Absolutely.
coming together. I like the way his crowd,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
fans are starting to see you guys, and they're starting to realize, yo, this hip hop thing is bigger than just 2020.
Yeah.
This is huge for these
It's
young
a
cats.
beautiful thing. And you know with the Locks, we're not old grumpy dudes, man. I say it all the time. We appreciate it all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It may not like all the new guys may not be for me, you know, their lyrics and stuff, but go ahead, get your money, youngin. It is what it is, you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got the Locks got like a cult following, a straight cult fan base of, diehard fans, man.
Yeah, I got
For real.
some sick fans. Every time I walk
Yeah, yeah.
around, I remember that wrestler Andre the Giant? There was a little sticker that was everywhere because it was a cult following. You guys need a
Absolutely.
sticker just can pop
Yeah.
everywhere.
That's what we got, man. We got that. Everybody, I mean, from the group homes to the jails to the every hood, you know what I mean? It's incredible. Everybody named their blocks D Block, and yeah. So,
Sheik, talk to me about, before the Locks, before D Block. Who,
Yeah.
who were you? I mean, and how did you become who you are right now? Were you an athlete? Were you something else? Was there a group before
Nah.
D Block?
nah, of course, we was the Kiss was rapping first. We was always homies. Our parents were very close. And he was rapping first. I used to go with him upstairs to Steve Toon House on Riverdale and hear him like rap over these beats. And like I just wanted to get involved in that. Like I said, man, that's crazy, Kiss, you spitting like at the time. And then we played like little league football and basketball and all that together. Like we really really grew up together, man. And things just took off. We wanted to take this serious for real, for real.
How old were you then when you were seeing Jada Tool and
This is
stuff?
when. Yeah, that's when I was getting dropped off to my grandmother's house. Like, when your mom and them drop you
That's
off
crazy.
and shit. And Kid's parents was doing the same thing, dropping him off. His grandmother was right there, and mine's right there. Some reason, like, wherever his mom moved, mine's moved around the same area. It was, like, meant to be. And, yeah, he would go upstairs and just get busy at Steve Toon House on those turntables. And it was just amazing to me, this whole rap thing.
It's crazy because I've seen this business manufacture groups and put groups together who never even knew each other.
Absolutely.
But you guys
That ain't
grew
us.
up from the playgrounds and before the record. You guys was
Oh,
fighting
man.
for each other before this.
Absolutely. Before all that, man. And even with Styles P, man, like we was so young, we was a group, but we always had plans to sign Styles at the time. Like we thought we was that big, we could do that. You know what I mean? And y'all all know the story where Puff was like, nah, y'all 3-man group.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is cool. And it worked out great. Yeah.
It's great. And you guys came up in a time when hip hop was, you had to be thorough. You had to
Absolutely.
write your own things. You had to go in the studio.
Wasn't no biting.
With that person
Yo, Buck,
right there with
Buck,
you.
you gotta fight
We're not
nobody.
emailing you no track. You guys are coming in the studio right now. That's what you guys.
Yeah, you had to come to the studio. You had to be original. You had to sound like back then you couldn't bite. There was no such thing as biting. Like now, pretty much a lot of people sound the same. Back then, it wasn't no biting. You knew Public Enemy was Public Enemy. EPMD was dumb. Everybody had this sound from nice and smooth to you name it.
It
Had a sound. You couldn't sound like that next person. You had to be thorough with it. Yeah.
D Block. What was the sound of D?
Absolutely.
I know the sound of D Block, but how did you create that sound and just remain?
It's a-
Remain
Yeah,
D-Block?
it's the Locks reinvented with like a lot of energy from our other guys like Moxberg and Snipe Life and all these guys that but that's what it is. It's us reinvented for real. And
That's
we
crazy,
just
man.
because we came from the Rough Rider, from the Locks, from the Rough Rider, we just started our own movement after that.
Yeah. Now listen, I've seen you guys. I'm from Providence. I'm in Connecticut right now. I first got in touch with you guys back in Providence years ago, bring you guys to places like Lupo's and the Strand and stuff
Everywhere.
like that, and then come to
Everywhere.
Connecticut and see you come do all these shows up here. This region, you guys run this
No.
region. I gotta say, this may be one of your biggest fan bases here, but I think it's stretching all around the world right now. Like you said, it's a worldwide thing, yeah.
Connecticut, man. I mean, Buck, you guys, everybody that you're involved with, and then Connecticut itself, all angles, all parts of it, embraced us so crazy, man. Man, I love you guys out there. I mean that. And then, but as far as our fans all over the world, it's crazy. From Europe to Australia to you name it, man. Croatia, it's dope. It's dope that they rock with us like that.
Where was the first time you got on a plane to go to another country? Do you remember that date? You remember that show, to another country?
To another country, man. Good question.
And were you ready for that show? Because when you go to another country, it's different, man.
Yeah, I don't remember where it was, but I'm pretty sure I was ready, or we was ready. As far as like, you know, when you get out of across seas and everywhere else, they know lyric for lyric. They know like they can't wait for you to get there.
Yeah.
As opposed, I know they love you in New York and everywhere else, but like, you know, niggas in the crowd, sometimes they superstars themselves, so they like, yo, they're like, yo, fuck them. Like out there, it's not that. They love you, for real. All right.
Now you said something important, because you got people in the crowd who are stars themselves. You guys have jumped on stages and you looked into the faces of some of those guys and said, relax. How do you win them over? Because by the end of the show, you got them cats.
Yeah, we rocking. You
got them cats.
Just continue going with your catalog and keep spitting until they find a song that they're familiar with. Like, oh shit. Sometimes the people forget that you made that record or whatever until it comes on. Like, oh, word? Hell yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Not many people can say that. Your catalog is crazy.
It's crazy. I know. We could go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours with hits. Not just B-sides, not the John Blazes and niggas done started songs and all that. No, we could give you hits for like an hour and a half, man.
The other side, and then you can start the show.
Absolutely.
Tell me about like you come from the Tunnel days. You cats have been there, but you guys performed in the Tunnel. A lot of people, they hear about the Tunnel. They hear this and that.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like a legendary tunnel. There's a book out there right now, a movie about the Tunnel.
Yeah.
Tell me what it felt like to walk into that place. I've been there, so I know. How would you describe that venue?
The Tunnel was like a hip hop Rikers Island. It was like, your pat down game was crazy going in there. Shoes off, women or man, you had to take your shoes off. The metal detectors was like, like for real, man. I seen people get shot in the Tunnel, shooting in crowds. I'm not, advertising that, but it was crazy with big shows going on. People were scared to come and do shows there, dog. You know what I mean? But once you did it and you rocked it, you were solidified.
But you're right. A lot of artists wouldn't go to the Tunnel.
Nah, they wasn't doing that. Or hanging. They may go in and out, but they're not hanging. They're not hanging out. It was parts of New York and Brooklyn and Connecticut and Queen. It was everybody in that joint, like, standing around, and there was chicks and all that, and the bathrooms was co-ed, dude. So like, come on, man. And it wasn't just the neighborhood gangsters just that they would rob you. Sometimes the bouncers would rob you. Yeah, all that, heavy, man. It was crazy. Dope. You know who I seen? Damn, man, I seen my man. He was the bouncer. He said I was a bouncer at the Tunnel at the time when you guys used to come. What's this dude, man? What's Triple X name? What's his name? What's his name? I don't remember. Where'd you see him at? Damn, I seen him at this movie thing. I can't forget this guy, the nigga that played Triple X. I'll get to it. I'm gonna tell you who he is in a minute. Don't worry. All right, I got a question, man. Where would you rank the Reservoir Dogs verse? Reservoir Dogs. What would you rank that verse? Damn. Meaning rank it compared to what? All your verses. It's up there. It's up there. It's definitely. It's that, but that and the Benjamins and all that and 24 Hours to Live. I don't know. It's up there. Benjamins. Your verse in the Benjamins. Yeah, absolutely. And it had nothing to do. And it was just a verse that I spit for it. Like, I'm strictly trying to cop those. I didn't even match it with the Benjamins, but Missy Elliott at the time was like, man, that's the one. You're going with that. Have you ever stepped into a booth with Vin Diesel? Yeah, somebody. Not to cut you off. Somebody said, Vin Diesel, right? I seen him. We seen him at Puff's movie premiere a long time ago, and he was like, I used to be the bouncer at the Tunnel. I used to let you guys in, and we had a long conversation about the Tunnel. Nobody didn't know that Vin Diesel. He was the bouncers at the Tunnel. He said, dog, before I blew up, I was a bouncer. He was like, word? He said, dog, I'm a big fan of the Locks. Word. That's crazy. Absolutely.
Now, when someone like that was a bouncer he's official. He's official. He bounced at the tongue. He's official. Now, you go in the booth with two spitters. You got Jadakiss and Styles. You walk in with your verse, right? And you hear the song. Have you ever heard one of their verses and been like, hold on, I might have to rewrite this verse because Jada just said something. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, definitely. Not really rewrite it, but like I'll hear it before he goes in. Like, I gotta kill this nigga. I got body styles when I go in. That's how we really do the lots. That's how we like compete against each other, but we against the world. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But we compliment each other too, so it's dope.
Now, when you're doing shows together, what's one of Jada's songs that gets you going to be like, that's my shit? When Jada does what?
Yeah. I want to say what's the one when the beat goes when one of his old joints
that gets you going.
Yeah. And then Styles probably would be the one when he would come through maybe with Nori. That record. Yeah. I mean, they got a million more hits.
They got a million.
But come through probably they get crazy with that. We start jumping around and it's sick, man.
Know what I love about Deluxe? Because I produced and I was in a group before, but when you see people on stage who can do a whole song, each of you guys got a verse, and you don't have to look at each other. There was a time in rap when I would watch young cats on stage, and they would look at each other waiting for their turn to rap. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
You guys don't know. You guys
no. We get busy and like they feeding it. If I'm messing up, they're gonna catch the words, or like we kind of like, no Boston Split Star right out there and with the in and out type shit. We got that. Word.
It's crazy. Now, Busta's got a new album out too. Have you heard it? Have you heard
it? Yeah, I'm proud of it, man. Yeah, absolutely. No. I see a lot of promotion for it, and he's leaking some of the records, which is extra dope. Yeah. Shout out to the OG.
That's good to see him still doing it right there too. I like that right
absolutely.
There. I love that.
Yeah.
You're comfortable where you are right now. You was on the radio all the time. You had that and everything, and you seem to found your lane. A lot of young cats in the game right now, they want to be on the radio. They want to be their songs a power rotation in the radio station, like as if that's going to make them a superstar. It's a gift and a curse. I tell people, because I run a radio station, they say, "But how important is radio anyway?" I'm like, it's up to you. You can be who you want to be. What lane do you want to be in?
Yeah.
I've seen the highest of the highest.
Well, listen, man. And let's be clear. It's cool to have that dope song banging off on the radio. Like, you wanna hear your joint a few times on the radio. You know what I mean? But you need to gather. That's not how we got a fan base. Like, came from putting in that work from the mixtape era, from the Clues to the Ron G's and Doo-Wops on up to where we solidified for real.
And like, talk about the business side of it. You guys have had mentions, guys. You got to have a strong business sense in this game. You can't just have
absolutely.
You can't have your cousin doing it and expect it to get
Nah. Your homies, But we came in the game. We had discrepancies with with Puff and everybody, and not liking our contract. But it was nothing that Puff really did. It was a standard contract, but it wasn't right for us. But definitely read your paperwork, especially now with all these 360 deals they throwing around and streaming, and I don't even know how that shit works still to this day.
It's crazy, right?
But yeah, exactly. But it's sick. Definitely stay on top of your business, man. 100%.
Sheik, with this Corona and everything, we stuck in the house right now. We supposed to be stuck in the house because there's some parties still going on, baby. We still doing it.
Yeah. No.
How has this?
CT. I don't even think CT ever shut down, right?
There's a part in CT that never closed. Man. I was in one part last night. It ain't closed. But
word.
How did it affect your writing process when you're stuck in and you can't do anything? Did it make you get super focused?
Nah, honestly, dog, we was talking about this a little while ago. Nah, I couldn't wait to get out the house. I'm one of them guys that, it gave me the time to write and take care of more stuff that I needed to, but I like to be around. I need to see stuff. I need to see what happened to homie and what's going on, what they arguing about in the hood and this and that. I need to be around certain environments to get all that. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those that can just stay in forever and gather mad thoughts. Nah, I need to be in it. I need to be in it. But shout out to all essential work. I said my wife is a nurse. She's day one with all that, just grinding and helping people out. And
salute your wife, man. She's on that front line.
Absolutely.
Wow. Were you nervous when everything started happening, knowing that your wife had to be around that all the time?
Yeah. Give a million texts to me. She leave out the house like, yo, keep your fucking gloves on again, and your mask and all that shit, man. She's like, yo, I am. Definitely. Not knowing because people are scared of what they don't know.
You're right. No one knows. It's tricky right now.
No one knows. Absolutely. Yep.
No. Sheik, coming from Yonkers,
Yeah,
back in the day when you hear from New York City, the rappers in New York and what the hip hop scene in New York, it was always the Bronx, Brooklyn,
yeah,
Harlem. You cats forced people to say Yonkers
yeah.
because of the
Young.
movement that you
Hmm.
guys had over there.
Absolutely.
How did you kick the door and say, "Wait a minute, Brooklyn, we're here.
Yeah, we
Bronx,
here, right?
we're here."
We here. You're right about that because before all you heard was like Mount Vernon. That's like right close to us with Pete Rock, Heavy D, and a lot of the big dogs over there. And then New Rochelle with Pooh and all them. And Yonkers, you had the Locks and DMX and Mary, but we had to make it known. We first like probably from the mixtape game,
Yeah.
really like kicked in the door, and then bringing on a dude that was already a star to us, DMX, with us. Like, yo, listen to him. You know what I mean? Because we put him on all the major songs and all that with us.
Yeah.
And then once Mary like took us to Puff and all that, it was on and popping. Because Mary was repping Yonkers hard, but at the same time yelling out "Go Brooklyn." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Us, we was like strictly like the niggas used to ask us like, "Yo, where the hell is Yonkers? Like, is it cows and demons up there and all this shit?" I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, word. Yeah, but we here. It's hoods everywhere, man. Don't get it twisted.
Did you have to prove yourself when they left that crack in the door? When they cracked that
Absolutely.
door open for you cats, and you kicked
Absolutely.
it
Every chance we got, we tried to body people. I'm talking about as soon as we got into Bad Boy or wherever we was at, we made it known from freestyles to getting on those records that you named before. Like, man, we had to tear shit up for real.
in. Crazy.
And then we some wild dudes with some wild managers at the time doing crazy shit. And yeah,
So you had the
Yeah.
bad management, you had the bad situation, you had all that stuff.
absolutely, man. We grown, man, a whole lot, for real.
It's crazy. Now, it's October, man. Cancer awareness. Now you lost your mom to cancer. Every time October comes around, how's that make you feel? I mean, it has to. It's
Yeah,
cancer is
especially
terrible.
October for the whole everybody that lost somebody to cancer, definitely. But she passed like right before Christmas, so it was like, man, it's really like when Christmas comes around for me. I participate in all the cancer walks and from breast to ovarian and all that, and I'm 100% for the cause. But like definitely around Christmas, because I remember New Christmas Eve clearing out her office at her desk. I mean a desk at her office and all that. Like, wow,
Really?
it's tough for me. Yeah, exactly.
So it's a
it's
hard
around
time.
that. Absolutely. But whoever's going through it, man, I salute y'all, and we with y'all and support for y'all.
Now,
Yeah.
now, your mother when she was here, when she when she saw you coming up and working so hard, did she say, "Go ahead, go get it," or "There's another road for you," or did she say, "No, you can kill this game"?
No. At first, we all was trying college. My mom had us in college in Westchester Community College. Yeah, and, but I was wasting her money. Like, I cut in class, like she wasn't paying for it. You know what I mean? And I'm doing silly shit. But all of us. And then I told her I'm gonna give it one more shot. And then thank God that that last time Mary took us to to Puff. But my mom's side is all Jamaican, like from Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, and I got family in London and all that, but she just a single parent working and went and got a master's degree and all that. So she was heavy into school. But I had other plans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How did you? I mean, I still got to ask this question, Sheik, man. For all these years you guys been together, I mean, and a few times, not a few times, but I know Styles was locked up before. How did you keep him focused and say, listen, do what you got to do, and when you come back, we still won?
Ask him. I can tell you, I remember, like, he used to call like crazy, and I'm like, yo, dog, check this out. Yo, I just bought a studio, man. I took the studio over from blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, we never going to have to pay for another studio ever when you come home. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, I'm starting this movement, D Block, man, and this and that. Like, it was like things that we were doing to turn up out there. You know what I mean? And I remember Super Mario, and at the time J Hood, and everybody was just like, yo, this whole movement. So by the time he came home, because he was fresh off this song called Locked Up.
Right.
You know what I
With
mean? And that
Akon.
was bubbling. That joint, killed it with that. And then he came home, it was right back into the mix because we had set up shop heavy. Word.
So you kept him motivated and said, listen, when you get out, we got
Absolutely. Yeah. We ain't going to Stony. We ain't going to Quad and none of them places to record ever again. Every budget we get, we going to keep. That's what I told him. Every budget we get, we going to keep. And use it and flip it, and we good.
And look at him
And
now.
that's how we blew up.
He came out, and now he's doing the business thing. He's got the juice bars and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, yep.
You guys are finding different ways. You guys are finding different
Yeah.
ways to take advantage of the name and the brand and everything, and that's amazing.
You have
right
to.
there.
Yeah, you got to do something with the money, man, and especially what he's doing now with the juice bar. Positive. That's a very positive thing, man. You can't hate on it. He's pitching health in all the hoods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's it.
You slimming down too, Sheik, man. You slimming down.
Yeah, you know, I'm on him. I'm on him, bro. Heavy. I'm on him.
What are you doing? You juice? What are you doing? You exercise? You playing ball?
No. That's my brothers. They with that vegan shit and all that. I can't do that. I'm like,
You need that steak.
I
Man. I
can't
need
do
a good
that.
steak every now and then, Sheik.
Nah, yeah, hell yeah. I do the. I jog like 3 miles every day, and then I hit the gym hard. Like,
Yeah, Jim. I see. Method Man in the gym every day now. Method Man's workout ethic is crazy.
Yeah. He
right
looks
now.
good. He looks good.
Buster put a picture up the
Yep.
other day. I said, wait a minute, that can't be Buster. That picture he put up with his
Yeah,
stomach.
nah, that's Bus. That's Bus. Bus on his heavy. Bus doing that big gym, rude boy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Word up.
Shit, you've been in the studio with a bunch of superstars. You've been in the studios with the biggies, with everybody and everything, man. One of your favorite sessions. I know you have a bunch of favorite sessions. What would be one of your favorite sessions that you'll never ever forget?
Of course, one would be that story when I told everybody about the making of the Benjamins, where it was this girl in there, and we didn't even know who she was, and like kind of piecing the song together, and like, yo, Sheik, you gonna rap this, you gonna say this, y'all gonna write Puff's verse, and at the end, that was Missy Elliott, you know what I mean, who actually put that song together, and of course, oh man, what's another one? Damn, it could be Reservoir Dogs doing all that, coming in, not really knowing everybody.
And Reservoir Dogs. Was everybody there for Reservoir Dogs?
Because Hov came later. Hov came later to that. Like, you know, but anywhere we went, we had to make our mark, man. Last Days were big. I guess I would say was one, like being in there with him.
Jeez.
Yeah, word. Even just asked to be on that project, but like him sitting around and hearing our, because Big won't go first. Big will like hear everything y'all guys got to say.
Oh, you know what I mean? Big never went first?
No, not with us. He was like, hear that shit, like, yo, and then come back with his verse. Like, you know what I mean? Crazy. Hell yeah. That's how that shit. Even when I used to see Big do his sessions with Hov and all of them, they'll sit around and smoke and drink until somebody goes. Somebody gotta go first. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
lost Big a long time ago, man. Did we lose one of the biggest pieces in hip hop in the history of hip hop? What he could have been now, what he could have been, we lost that.
Absolutely, one of the greatest minds. We lost it. We lost him a long time ago, and if he was here, definitely things would be different. Everybody always asks that, how would it be? You know, he didn't even get a chance to start his whole business movement yet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, he could have had the whole Rock Nation. You know, another Rock Nation. You know, some kind of movement like that.
Some kind of movement.
Yeah, absolutely. He would have had that. Even when he was with us, how he would like, he had real like control, like what the Locks was doing at the time with us. Like, yo, nah, Puff, have them stay over here. Nah, Puff, nah, they can't do that. They gotta get on this kind of beat. Like, you know what I mean? He was definitely one of the. He wasn't just an artist over there, Bad Boy. Trust me. Nah.
No. Was he? How was his personality? Was he fun to be around?
Hell yeah.
Always joking.
Hell yeah. Joke all the time. Smoke, drink, whatever. Yeah. Big, just sit back and joke, and then with C's, the whole crew. Word. Shout out to them too for embracing us, because some crews get around each other. They don't gotta connect. But Gutter and all them, D-Rock, Cam, everybody, they embraced us heavy.
A lot of people waiting for this Wu Block, man. What's going on with this Wu Block? You see?
That's coming right now. We like 6 songs in. We got a couple more to go, but me and Ghost been working hard. Hell yeah. We got some shit.
They waiting for it. They don't forget. Your fans don't forget.
I had Ghost on my Beast Mode Volume 4 with the Angel Dust. And he killed that, so everybody waiting.
That's crazy, man. How do you like this social network thing? Are your kids into it and everything?
I'm not really used to it like my brothers. I ain't gonna lie. Styles and kids are like geniuses with this shit. I barely go on this motherfucker. I could post once a week, if that. I don't even care. Like, you know what I mean?
Good.
I'm not even that. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you got kids. How old are your kids?
16.
16?
Yep. And 27. 27. 16 and 27.
He played ball. I see you play. I see you at some games.
Now, well, my son, my youngest, he played AAU basketball and for school, he get busy.
You try to be in the games, don't you?
Yeah, I'll be there. But yo, some of them parents are crazy, so I try to stay away, man. Yeah, the parents are crazy. They be yelling out some wild shit. Like, yo, nigga, you say something else to my son or about my son. Like, you know what I mean?
You gotta watch. Yeah, you gotta be careful. The coaches can't coach
you know, the AAU basketball is real. It's like, in tournaments. Yeah.
I know, man. Now, the Beast Mode 4, I want to go back to that. It's available right now.
Right now, all streaming platforms. Dope music.
Are you concerned with the numbers these days, or just the product?
Say it again?
Are you concerned with the numbers these days, or just the quality of the product?
Well, with me, I mean, you want everything to do well, but probably the quality of the product for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want you to love it. I want you to say this is banging. You know what I mean? I want you to want another one of those Beast Mode Volume 5s and this and that. Where's the next Woo Block? I need to hear that kind of shit. You know what I mean? For because some could have streamed or sold whatever about the numbers, but that shit was trash. Like I ain't with that.
Right.
Ain't with that. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yep.
I love what you guys are doing. You guys are. I can't imagine. You don't know. The feeling must be crazy. You don't feel it right now, but you are a part of hip hop 101.
Absolutely.
Hip hop history,
Absolutely.
and you're still doing it. So if there was when
Thank
that
you,
book
bro.
gets to be, when they write that book 20 years from now, you
Yeah.
you guys are in the book. Do you know that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, thank you, brother. Yeah, we actually got a documentary coming. We like 90% done with it, and it's the whole life of the Locks and behind the scenes and our families and all that. It's crazy. You're gonna love it. Yeah.
Now you said growing up, your parents knew each other and everything.
Yeah, our parents was extra tight. Extra tight.
So you guys can
Absolutely.
be. You know when you be around somebody so long, you guys are actually cousins. You know that, right? Y'all family.
Yeah. We family for real. Those are my brothers. Those are my brothers, and those are my aunts, and so on and so on, man. It's
Yeah.
extra cool, man. Yeah.
And I gotta thank you for checking in, man. I mean, I can't wait for things to
Absolutely,
open
man.
back up so you can touch these
But-
stages again. Because when you come down here, I know Big Mike brings you down
Nah,
here.
it's love.
My man
And
Rage
like you
brings you
said
down
earlier,
here.
man, Buck, you are necessary too, man. We appreciate you, man, from day one. Yep.
Yeah, it was a long time ago when we first met, and I gotta say, every time we see each other, like wherever you go,
Yeah.
wherever I show up, if I'm going in the back door, you guys
Yeah.
are on the bus. Yo, Buck, come in. You know, it's that kind of relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, and
Absolutely, man.
It's rare to in my line of business. I meet artists through managers, and it's just because of that third person or that middle
Yeah,
man. And after they disappear, I don't know them anymore. You know,
Yeah, nah,
there were a few
nah.
groups that I've created a lifelong, friendship with. Here's
Right.
a great story. Me and my wife were in New York City one day. We were at was Mr. Charles.
Mr. Child, yep.
Mr.
Yep.
So we're eating, right? And so I seen Styles P over there. So I say what's up to Styles P. So I get done eating, he leaves. I get ready to pay for my food, and they say, that young man right there just paid for your food. I'm like, what?
Absolutely.
And he took,
Sounds about
and
right.
he never said nothing to me about it. And I have to thank him. Every time I see him, I say,
Absolutely. That sounds about right. Solid dudes, man. Stand up guys.
that was like 25 years ago, dude. It just paid
Yeah.
for the food. And Mr. Charles, back then, Mr. Charles ain't no easy bill.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Yeah. Nah,
All right,
we
man.
stand up dudes, and that's why, because we appreciate you. Yeah.
We're here for you whenever you need us, man. Keep doing
You got it, King.
Beast Mode
All
4.
day. Salute.
Go get it.
Peace, y'all. Yep. Peace.
All right, y'all. What y'all think, y'all? Go get that, man. Go get that. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. And me and my man Styles P, we talked about sometimes we just, when you know somebody, it goes deeper than just your records out. It goes deeper than just that, you know. It's all about a relationship, and through my years of being in this business, I've developed a bunch of great relationships with some people in the industry and some artists. And it's all about, my thing is, this is me. I'm real. And I mean, I don't hide behind the program director, thing. I DJ with wax, with turntables. I got a drum machine. I make beats. I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for them two turntables or this drum machine or these records and these CDs that I've been listening to my whole life. So I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I'm nowhere really far. I'm just the program director of a radio station in Connecticut. But it got me a long way, and hip hop did that to me. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out with this video. It's industry. Thing is crazy. I appreciate you sitting through the interview with my man. All right, and I'm trying to think who y'all want me to talk to next. I got a few people I'll be talking to. Y'all be safe out there. All right.